This time we're going to be making a classic crane. I've already got two made here. Just a very simple, a very classic little crane here. So I'll just take a sticky note again. Let's try that again. Take a sticky note and then take the sticky part off with sticky tack, or you can do it with your finger if they're kind of cheap sticky notes and the glue isn't all that great on them, which if it's a sticky note it shouldn't be. You shouldn't put super glue on a sticky note. Nobody wants that. We want them to be easily removable. Okay, I'll just put these cranes up here. Alright, so we've got a square. First we'll start off by creasing it in half. Both ways, and creasing it in half this way. Okay. Then we'll bring each corner together like this. Now there we've got the base. We can bring each corner together. Flip around and then bring these two corners together and pinch to make a mountain fold on each side and just fold it up. If you've done any moderate amount of origami, this is very basic and easy to do, and most origami calls for that. Okay, so I'm just going to score it up a little bit better, fold it and crease it. Okay. So now that we've got this kind of square shape, you flatten it and then fold each corner. Okay, I'm sorry. Now there we've got this kind of X shape. Make sure the opening goes towards the bottom. That means the unfolded corners are going to the downwards. So the center is at the top. You take each side and flip it, fold it up to the center. The crane is actually deceptively simple to make. It seems very complicated, but once you get it down, it's very easy. There's only, the hardest part is probably this part and the next step that's coming up. So basically just the middle of it is kind of difficult, but everything else about it is very, very easy and simple to do. Especially once you understand how origami works. Okay. Now here comes the hardest part, and once you get this step done, it's very easy from then on. So all we're going to do is fold it in half again, one more time. Score it this way on each four folds, each four leaves. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. I skipped a step. Okay. Once you've got this shape, you can unfold it and open it up. Just pull up the front bottom part and open it up from the inside a little bit and move each of these ends in. So just do this. Okay. And do the same thing on the other side. Oops. So yeah, I messed up by skipping a step there, but it's okay. We're not out of the game here. I just made a little extra crease there that would get confusing. Okay. Move that back down there. So you're left with a kite shape once more. Now you fold each of these sides up. Okay. And then here's the hardest part. You just crease these ends together. Making really tight folds, really small folds. This is the hardest step right here. And once you get that, the crane pretty much builds itself. Okay, so then we'll do that again. and do it on the other side too. Okay, now we have an even skinnier kite. And once you get this part done, it's very easy. The crane is pretty much almost done right here. Here's the wings right here, and here's his head and tail. So you just move each of these flaps upwards and kind of angle to the side a bit. You can really use any angle you want, just as long as it's not completely 90 degrees. Fold it up. And there's gonna be a cutoff right here to where you won't be able to fold it anymore past that point. So don't worry about knowing where to fold. It's gonna be very obvious. It's right here, because if you try to pull at both these ends, it'll tear. Okay. So then you move each tail, each end back down. Open this up and push up from the bottom, and then you'll be able to have his head shape protrude like that. Do the same thing on the other side. See, I've kind of got overlapping folds here. They're not very precise and accurate, but good enough for the purposes of this demonstration. Okay, and then just find the side that's kind of lopsided to where it falls down one way or the other. So right now, this end right now it's kind of uneven, and the wings tend to go back when I place it on an even surface, so we'll just use this as my head. And it's good because he's already got kind of a folded head right there due to me messing up, so it's really kind of like a happy accident. You just fold the head down here, halfway down in the middle from the center, and you can kind of pinch his head or not. It's not very essential at this point, as long as he looks kind of like a little crane head. And we're almost done here. All we have to do now is fold his wings down, and as you can see, his body is already inside there. It's already made for us, thanks to the previous steps. Isn't magic? Isn't origami wonderful? It's kind of magic how the previous steps, like steps 1, 2, 3, or 4, can have an impact on steps 17 or 700. But yeah, we've got our little crane there, and I hope you've enjoyed.